the most important things to remember when planning for your fall planters is height. This is a very short season for your planters, so everything is probably going to stay about the same height, about the same width. So what you're seeing in the nursery is what you should plan that it'll look like in your planter. Now what you need to focus on is the root ball. So this is our centerpiece. I always like to start off with the centerpiece, and this root ball is really large. A lot of your other insert plants are definitely not going to be this size, but what you can do is put everything up against the top of this root ball, and then that will give you your base of where everything will sort of fall in your planter. So we have our tallest piece here, which is our centerpiece, and this is our switchgrass. The next item that I'm going to choose is going to be the next tallest piece. So I'm just going to put some celosia, and see, this root ball is a lot smaller than this root ball, but the important part is the top of this and the top of this. So you line them up, and that is roughly where it will fall in the planter. When you put it in front of it, it's kind of blocks your grass, so I like it off to the side. Happy with that. If you like a little bit of symmetry, maybe you'll put another celosia here, or you can find something different. I'm really liking Bidens this fall, and they do have some height depending on which plant you are choosing in the nursery. So I'm going to put this one on the other side here, and just for comparison, look at this root ball versus this root ball versus the grass root ball. So when you're putting them in your planters, you just need to make sure that the tops of each root ball are all lined up. So it'll fall about here and it'll fall about there. So you know now that everything that's going in front of it needs to be shorter, or else you're not going to see it. Once you've chosen your centerpiece and your true tallest parts that go with it at the very back, I like to skip ahead to the front, because based off of what they have at the nursery, maybe the look that you're going for, maybe you have one really big cabbage, or you have some small cabbages, a small mum, so figure out sort of your look for there. What I'm going to do is just put in some small cabbages. So I have 2 of those, which leaves me lots of room for a centerpiece here. So again, the top of this root ball lined up with all of these is about there. So you know that you're gonna see everything behind this cabbage, and that you do have room in front of your grass to add another little plant. So for my final piece in the center, I'm gonna add Rudbeckia. When it's up against the grass, it falls about there. When it's up against the cabbage, it falls about there. And then I know that my celosia and my Biden will be taller than this. So everything sort of falls into place.